Welcome to mine and Matty Ice's game picks for week 17 of the 2018 NFL season. So how did last week go for you?
Last week it could have been a lot worse, but I finished 8-8, and I could have finished 10-6, but I made, two changes there. Well, no, I could have finished 9-7 and been tied with you, but I.
It happens. So my influence on Matt to change his mind to Seattle actually helped you out, because then it would have been worse.
Yeah. I went with primetime Russ.
Yeah, I told you, man. That guy's a baller. So what's your record now?
Right now I'm 66-53.
And I am currently 67-52. One game up on him, heading into the final week. So intense. When we were picking these, we had pretty much same teams. So Matt decided to change up like one of them, right?
Yeah. I went with Baltimore. He went with Cleveland, and I went with Jacksonville over Houston.
Yeah. And I went with Houston. But so what do you think about everything heading into the playoffs?
It's going to be really interesting since, if Baltimore wins, Baltimore's in. They're for sure in. Mm-hmm. But if Pitt wins, that means Pitt needs the Indy game and the Tennessee game to finish in the tie.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Which
I doubt is going to happen. I doubt.
And if it does, Pittsburgh's winning the Super Bowl. Everything's going. That's just the luck.
Yeah. So, normally, I would have asked you what do you think of the Dolphins game, but I don't even feel like we want to touch on that subject.
Yeah, they did it to us. They laid an egg.
Honestly, I don't know. That pick six really bothered me. Not because it was a dumb throw. Well, obviously it was a stupid throw, but it's just so hard. Like what are the odds of that happening?
He's just really. I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's really Ryan Tannehill's main weakness is just pressure. If you put pressure on him, most likely, if you get anywhere close to him as a pass rusher,
he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah,
he's lost in that aspect.
No, but even on that play, he was just trying to save the downs because but he was the guy was wide open, but the linebacker was coming in.
Yeah.
And they already had him wrapped up at his feet. He was just trying to continue to drive.
Yeah, but it was just overall, our first drive was awesome.
Oh, and then after that?
After that, I don't know what happened to the Miami Dolphins. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, too. They were horrible. And once the pick happened, it just, fell apart from there.
Yeah, most definitely. So, you want to start with the Dolphins game, or you want to save it for last?
And I think we should start with this.
It's a more jam-packed episode with all our picks later on. So let's get into it. We have the Miami Dolphins facing off the Buffalo Bills. Miami is 7-8 and Buffalo is 5-10. Obviously picking scores for this one. So yeah. I'm going with Miami. Obviously, have them winning 14-10. I don't know what the projection is for the weather in Buffalo, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and
it's gonna be pretty cold.
I'm going with Miami as well over Buffalo. I think it's gonna be 23-20, 23 Miami, 20 Buffalo, and it might be a lower score like you said.
Yeah, the only reason I put that score.
Of the weather and
the weather.
Tannehill is not good in.
Yeah, he hasn't been good in Buffalo.
General, the Miami Dolphins are not good in Buffalo.
Definitely.
And that's anywhere. Even in New York, we're not good, but sometimes.
I think the last time we won. No, because we won in Buffalo last year, didn't we? But then
last year we beat.
I know they beat us here in Miami.
Yeah, they beat us last year in Miami, but I think we beat them in Buffalo. But we're just typically the Dolphins are not good in Buffalo, but we're gonna be okay, and I think they can pull out the win and finish 8-8, get a middle of the draft pick.
Yeah, if that's the case, then overall Gase will be 500. As a head coach so far, the Dolphins.
It's better than Joe Philbin, really.
Yeah, let's not even talk about Joe Philbin.
Yeah.
But he's gonna come up actually in this next game, which is the Detroit Lions, who are 5-10, at the Green Bay Packers, who are 6-8-1. Obviously, Joe Philbin is the interim head coach there.
He's 2-1. Yep.
Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah.
Remember, how I was telling you the first game, he challenged 2 plays in a row on Julio Jones or whatever.
He's not. He's retarded.
Yeah. But yeah, there's not much to look forward to this game.
Both teams are out.
Yeah, both teams are out. Detroit's been out for a while, and Green Bay recently just got the boot.
Yeah, Green Bay just got the boot, and what's the only main story is that this is the second year Green Bay is not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that's probably the main story. And heading into the offseason, who's going to be their head coach? That's the biggest question.
Yeah, that's a big issue heading up for Green Bay. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they'll figure something out.
Well, they interviewed two guys. They interviewed, I think they interviewed Chuck Pagano, the former coach.
I heard about Chuck Pagano.
And I think he's a good coach. And they interviewed Caldwell, who was at
Jim Caldwell, right?
Yeah, he was with Indy, with Peyton, and then he was with Detroit with Stafford, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think what they need to do is they need to
Detroit.
get a defensive-minded coach and build up that defense, man.
Because that's been the Achilles heel. I mean, if you have Aaron Rodgers, you don't really need to worry about your offense because that's your offense right there.
Absolutely.
But now we have another AFC game, AFC East game, and that is the New York Jets.
Wait. We never picked.
Oh, that's right.
Green Bay.
Yeah.
We got Green Bay.
Yeah, we got Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Don't really see Detroit beating Green Bay
no way.
on the final game of the season.
And at Lambeau.
And at Lambeau, yeah. So
No.
just not happening. But now we have another AFC East game, and we have the New York Jets, who are 4-11, right? And then they face the New England Patriots, who are 10-5. Patriots got the division. They won the division last week with our loss.
And how many years has it been since they won? It was like 7-8 years in a row they've won the division.
I think it's the 8th year in a row because 2010 is the year we won.
Mm-hmm. We went 10-6.
Yeah. And I think that was the year that Brady got injured.
Yeah, it was.
So,
it was.
Because he got injured in 08 and he got injured in 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So, I'm picking Patriots. Don't think the Jets are going to beat the Patriots at home. I don't think any AFC East team has beat the Patriots at home in a while.
I don't think the Jets are going to win this game. I have New England, obviously, and they're going to finish 11-5. And New England doesn't look good, but you know you have to give them their respect. You know, they're AFC champs 2 years in a row. So, but I don't think New England makes it this far.
And this is interesting because if the Chargers and the Chiefs both lose, that means the Patriots are number 1 seed. Because even obviously that being said, if the Patriots win. And even with Houston winning, because they're both 10-5, they had the head-to-head game over them.
Yeah, they did the first game of the year, I believe.
Yeah, so that's the Patriots. What they're looking for, they're trying to get home.
Yeah, they want to stay in.
So they're taking. July. I'm pretty sure they're gonna take this game pretty serious. Mm-hmm. I'll be surprised if they pull out any of their starters early.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Depending on how the game goes. But now we have the Carolina Panthers, who are 6-9, at the New Orleans Saints, who are 13-2. They recently just played 2 weeks ago, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, and not even an onslaught. It was a close game, but just you knew the whole time New Orleans was gonna win that game.
Yeah, I think it was actually a Thursday night game or a Monday game.
I think it was a Monday game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good game.
It was a decent game.
Very good game.
Highly defensive.
Yeah. It was a really good defensive game. But Carolina
after that game, they shut down Cam Newton. So
yeah, Carolina just collapsed, man. They lost 7 in a row.
That's so bad.
Yeah,
they were one of the hottest teams coming out. Not even trying to go for Carolina. I'm just like that sucks. You're one of the hottest teams coming out, and
they were
just
6-2. They started 6-2 and they lost 7 in a row.
That's rough.
Now they are 6-9.
So obviously going with the Saints, the high-powered offense, great defense backing them up. Now we have another great defense, the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are 5-10, and the Houston Texans, who are 10-5. This is the one that you ended up switching, right?
Yeah, at first I picked Jacksonville, then changed it to Houston, and then I changed it again back to Jacksonville.
Yeah, make up your mind, man.
Yeah, I'm going Jacksonville.
I'm going Houston. This is me hoping that somehow they end up being the first seed. That'll be interesting to see Houston have home field throughout the AFC. But we'll see how that goes. This is going to be one of the difference makers for our picks because for the most part we're picking the same. Now we have the Dallas Cowboys, who are NFC East champions, I believe, right?
Yeah, they won.
They're already playing there, right?
Yeah, they won.
Because even with a Philadelphia win and a Dallas loss, they have 2 head-to-head wins against them, so that's it. So Dallas is 9-6, and they're facing the New York Giants, who are 5-10. I'm going Dallas.
Yeah, I'm going Dallas too. I think Dallas is gonna finish the year strong.
Giants without Odell Beckham is gonna be hard for them to just like generate great offense. Anyways, they don't have much to play for.
Yeah.
5-10.
But they're gonna just try to
obviously give them a fight. You don't want to
rivals and stuff.
Yeah, that's the best thing about having all these divisional games on the last week of the season, because playoffs and it's your division. You don't want to half-ass the game. Now we have the Atlanta Falcons, who are 6-9, at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 5-10. Atlanta is like, they had high hopes coming into the season because they went to the NFC not championship.
Game. They went to the divisional game against the Eagles.
And then they opened up the season against them.
I think Atlanta is a good team. I think they just got really banged up in the beginning of the year.
And it just really set them back, huh?
Yeah, it set them back. But I think this is actually going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a really
You think it's going to be a shootout?
I think so.
I don't know. Tampa Bay always finds a way into being in a shootout somehow.
Yeah, they have the best offense in the NFL right now, though.
Yeah.
Passing offense, at least.
Yeah. But definitely the run game is like subpar, and like it doesn't do anything.
They have to throw. But I'm going Atlanta.
I'm going Atlanta as well. Don't really see Tampa Bay winning this. Definitely too much drama there with QBs, with Jabo and Fitz. So now we have our first 4 o'clock game, 4:25. The rest of the games, except for the last one, are 4 o'clock games. And these are all games that have playoff implications. So to start it off, we have the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 6-9, at the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 8-6-1. Real tough for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they're in a tough situation, man, and they really need Baltimore to lose. And if Pittsburgh wins, Baltimore loses, Pittsburgh's in.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I'm picking Pittsburgh this game over Cincy.
Yeah, I don't think Cincy is gonna give them a great fight.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying this whole time. I mean, no Andy Dalton, no AJ Green.
Yeah.
No Tyler Eifert. Like,
it's gonna be tough.
This is gonna be tough. Definitely, Pittsburgh is a great team. Just don't finish. They haven't been finishing the games this season.
They had New Orleans last week.
Yeah, they had them. Now we have the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 8-7, at the Washington Redskins, who are 7-8. Pretty much Philly wins. They're in, right?
Philly wins with the help. If Philly wins, Philly's in. If Minnesota loses.
Yeah, if Minnesota loses, right? Yeah. Because they have the tie, so that's gonna have them the slight advantage over them.
Yeah.
But I mean, Washington was pretty decent until pretty much Alex Smith went down.
Yeah.
It really like affected the whole NFC East for sure.
Yeah. But
I'm going with Philly. I want to see them in the playoffs, see what they can do in the playoffs. Definitely with Nick Foles on their center. Just something about that. I don't know. You're going Philly too, right?
I got Philly.
Okay. And now we have the Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
Who are 11-4, at the Minnesota Vikings, who are 8-6-1. Chicago can get the second seed with a victory and a Rams loss. Doubt it because they're playing the Niners, but it's still a possibility.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
And what's a better way to keep a divisional rival who was the divisional leader last year out of the playoffs by beating them on the final week of the season? So yeah. I don't see the Bears losing this one. Even though it's at Minnesota, the Bears travel well.
Yeah, they do.
So
I think the Bears.
The Bears for me.
I got the Bears just because Matt Nagy, Coach of the Year.
He's great.
That guy he fits Chicago.
Last year, Chicago's offense was like 29th or something like that. This year
they're in the top 10.
Yeah, they're definitely in the top 10. I think it was top 5.
Yeah.
But somewhere around there, definitely a huge improvement that he brought.
And he's a genius, man. That guy is Coach of the Year for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, that tends to happen. And a lot of the guys who come out of Andy Reid's system.
Yeah, for sure. Doug Peterson, Super Bowl champ.
Just a bunch. Those are just two to name it real quick.
Yeah.
So now let's continue on. We have the Oakland Raiders, who are 4-11, at the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 11-4. I think we went over this, like what could happen with the Chiefs and the Chargers.
Yeah, we already went over that. Yeah.
But anyways,
It's crazy.
it's crazy because the Chargers will be like probably like one of the highest ranked
Yeah. And we'll
like fifth
see.
seeds if the case that they both win.
Yeah, that's a really good division between them two. But the Chargers are a really good team. But I think I love Kansas City just because of Mahomes. But I'm going Kansas City. I don't think this game is like a really big game for them.
Yeah, I really wanted Oakland to stun the Chiefs, but I looked at where they were playing. It's Arrowhead. Don't think the Chiefs are gonna lose there, especially with the season they've had. So.
And I don't know. I just think Oakland is gonna try to blow this game for some draft picks.
Maybe. Because I mean, both of the teams they traded with have been doing decent. Dallas is 9-7. I mean 9-6, and Chicago's 11-4. So.
Yeah, but if Arizona wins, let's say Arizona wins, they're 4-12, and Oakland finishes 4-12 right there. The toss up for the first pick in the draft. Bro.
Niners 2 or 4-11.
Yeah,
maybe 4-12.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Arizona is be the first pick.
Yeah, Arizona's gonna get the first pick.
Yeah,
they're gonna get the first pick.
Okay, so now we have who's next? Cleveland
and Baltimore. And
so
big game scores.
Yes, big scores for this one. We have the Cleveland Browns who are 7-1 at the Baltimore Ravens who are 9-6. Pretty much Baltimore wins. Pretty much they're in, because they have a better conference record than the Colts and the Titans. So it's real interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah.
But to counter that, I'm gonna go with Cleveland. I have them winning 28-24. Real interesting to see what happens there.
I'm going Baltimore, just because I think Baltimore is they're looking good, man.
Yeah, like I was really tough for me to pick side, but I've been riding the Cleveland wave, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I've been riding the Baker wave too, and he's been awesome. But and they've been the last 7-8 games they've been 6-2. They're 6-2. But I got Baltimore 23 and I got Cleveland 13.
Nice. And also Baker Mayfield's like
I think it runs
2 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns behind Peyton Manning's rookie record.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm sure he's gonna be going for it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think Baltimore's gonna stop him a little bit.
Is Cleveland officially out?
Yeah, they're out. They needed last week. They needed Tennessee, Indy.
Who both won? They needed them to lose.
They needed both. They needed a win and they needed both of them to lose.
So just playing for pride.
They want to get the city of Cleveland going.
Yeah, definitely. With a win here for Cleveland, that would be huge.
Winning record.
Yeah, that would be nuts. Yeah, for the last couple of years,
They're gonna be good in a few years.
Horrible. Man. Yeah, definitely. That's good to see. I'm really happy about that. Definitely with Baker being there.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have the team we talked about earlier, the LA Chargers, who are 11-4, at the Denver Broncos, who are 6-9, and this is one of the opponents that they lost to early in the season, and it really screwed them up just because of the divisional game. If they would have won this game, they would have been divisional leaders.
And plus, Denver always starts off the season good.
They're hot and cold.
Then they end up getting like horrible.
They're so hot and cold, like it's so weird.
But I'm going Chargers. I think Chargers win this game.
Yeah, definitely Chargers win this game. It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. If Oakland can pull out the upset, then wow.
First seed.
Yeah, first seed. I'm going Chargers as well. And now let's move on to the San Francisco 49ers, who are 4-11, at the LA Rams, who are 12-3. Not much to talk about here. Rams
yeah, I got. I love Kyle Shannon, and
I think they're resting Gurley again.
But yeah, I got LA Rams this game.
Yeah, I think they're sitting out Gurley. They're gonna probably pull out Goff early. They're gonna put out all their like big playmakers out early.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think they're gonna sit Gurley for sure, and Goff. I'm not sure if they're gonna sit him, but if they have a good, comfortable lead, then they'll take him out.
And now we have the last 4:00 game. We have the Arizona Cardinals, who are 3-12, at the Seattle Seahawks, who are 9-6.
Yeah.
Plain and simple, Seattle's gonna be 10-6 at the end of the season.
Yeah, there's nothing like to talk about. Just I think
Arizona.
Arizona needs to lose actually to get
the number one.
To
secure the number one pick.
They want that first pick, and
but I mean, what could they do with that first pick? Honestly, they have the quarterback in place that they want.
Yeah, they have the QB, and this draft of QBs is not that good. It's not that good. It's just that there's not that many QBs out there in this draft. But Bro, they can go defense, bro.
They could.
They can go defense, or they can actually add
trade some picks.
They can trade picks
stuff.
and get. They need offense, man. Fitzgerald's, you know.
I think this is his last season.
But he's done. Christian Kirk is gonna be good.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
He's gonna be good. Like they need maybe help Rosen out a little bit. David Johnson, but ultimately I think they should probably protect Rosen more and get an offensive lineman.
Yeah, and obviously that goes hand in hand with what they want to do with David Johnson as well.
Yeah, they should. I think they need to protect both of those guys. And David Johnson, O-line was not that good this year. Like they're horrible.
Yeah, Josh Rosen was getting destroyed. David Johnson couldn't run for anything.
Johnson couldn't do anything. Don't get me wrong. The Giants' O-line was horrible, but Saquon is just another.
Yeah.
Saquon is just
a lot of the plays are just screens meant for Saquon and stuff like that.
He's just a different.
It's by design.
Yeah.
And now finally we have the Sunday night football game, 8:20, last game of regular season pretty much.
Yep.
We have the Indianapolis Colts, who are 9-6, at the Tennessee Titans, who are also 9-6.
Win or go home.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, win or go home. Because what's the odds of getting a tie? To be honest.
Yeah, if they get a tie, that would be
insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, but we picked scores for this game, and I think Indy and Tennessee are evenly matched.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be a really good game. It's a division game. This is gonna be like a Super Bowl type atmosphere
pretty much.
In Tennessee. But I just have to lean towards Indy a little bit more. And Tennessee, just because Blaine Gabbert and Marcus Mariota, they still don't know who's QBing and who's going to be under center. So I have Indy 23 and Tennessee 17, just because of the fact that Indy can concentrate on stopping the run, which Derrick Henry's been the hottest runner in all of NFL.
Yeah.
But I just think Indy wins this 23-17.
Yeah. I was honestly torn on who to pick. Because I like Mariota, but he's been on and off this season. I mean, it's not his fault. He's been dealing with an injury.
Since his rookie year, he's been hurt and stuff.
And like you said, they're pretty much kind of evenly matched.
Mm-hmm.
If it were up to me, I would say Tennessee has a better defense, but then the Colts have a better offense.
Absolutely,
and it's reversed the other way around. Like they have Colts have a mediocre defense, and the Titans have a whatever offense, especially with Mariota being out, then it definitely takes a hit.
Yeah.
So it was very hard for me to pick this. So I literally had to ask Siri to flip a coin, and I put heads on the Colts and tails on the Titans, and it ended up being heads. So there's my pick, the Colts, and I have them winning 30-28. It's definitely gonna be a close game, and even more close if Mariota's playing for sure.
And the thing is, last thing before we shut off, Tennessee, Marcus Mariota has not had a full season yet, healthy, and everybody's waiting for that breakout year, because he did it in Oregon.
Yeah.
The guy is good, bro.
He's good. He's good. But that's the thing. He's injured.
He's always hurt, and to be honest, I feel like the offense doesn't fit his type of play.
It's weird.
I think he's kind of tied down a little bit, but just wait for Marcus Mariota, and if he's still a starting quarterback, and a few more years to come.
But yeah, that's all we have for you guys. Like we said earlier, I'm a game above Matt, so if Jacksonville and the Ravens win, then I'm really screwed. Yeah, you're in.
In the playoffs.
But yeah, it's definitely gonna be tight coming down the line. And next week I will be out of town, so I don't know how we're gonna probably make a video together. If anything, he'll just send me his picks for the playoffs. We'll see how that goes. So,
man, that's all I have, man. That's all I have to say. Hopefully the Dolphins get this win, finish 500.
Yeah, finish the season off strong.
Go into the draft and make the right decisions, man. Let's see what happens, man. A lot of changes are gonna happen in Miami. That's for sure.
We didn't mention this. Mike Tannenbaum got fired.
Thank God.
Yeah. I think it was day after Christmas.
The day after, it was a great Christmas gift for a lot of Dolphin fans. Diehard Dolphin fans, because he brought in Tannenbaum and Tannehill. Was Tannehill and Tannenbaum together when they started?
No.
It was the year before, right?
Tannenbaum came in the final year of Philbin.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, that was a really good step in the right direction for Stephen Ross. And Adam Gase is still up in the air. And I heard a report today Tannehill might be out the door.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I know you're a Tannehill fan.
I like him, but respectively, I understand both sides.
It just makes sense because, like, the money, we save.
Oh yeah,
we
definitely.
Save money, man.
If it's a money situation, then yes.
You do it.
But if it
hasn't been productive.
The only thing is, if you don't have an answer to replacing him,
Yeah.
then you're stupid because you have not the best quarterback. You have a decent quarterback there in place, and
absolutely.
any other team in the quarterback needy team in the NFL right now would definitely pick him up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and if you kind of think about it, all 32 NFL teams have a kind of like a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
Like even the Cardinals, Josh, like these guys, everybody has like a quarterback kind of.
Yeah.
So it's just about like quarterbacks who are getting
The only
old
teams
and
maybe could be Redskins.
Redskins need to keep
being Alex Smith, maybe not play again, depending on how bad the recovery has to be, just because he's old. Jaguars, because they're Giants, and the Bucks. Those are the main teams that come to mind.
The Bucks.
Yeah.
The Bills, bro.
The Bills? No, they have Josh
Bucks.
Allen. The Buccaneers.
Oh, the
Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers. I was like,
Yeah.
Bucks.
J-Bo might be on. J-Bo might be on his way out.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think we're gonna have a chance of getting Teddy because depending on if the Saints win the Super Bowl, Drew Brees is out the door.
I think so too.
He's saying sayonara, and he's walking out champion.
Yeah, and if he wins an MVP,
oh, he's definitely out.
He's definitely. I would ride out on the sunset.
Yeah.
Like Peyton Manning.
Yeah. But definitely, and then Teddy will most likely fill in his shoes. So.
Yeah, we'll see. And I still don't. I think they'll give Teddy like the year, but I don't think he's their future.
No, definitely not. But just transition.
And another team that needs a quarterback is the New England Patriots.
Yes, bearing
they needed a quarterback.
Something happens to Brady, or he just falls off. Because if you look at all of his plays,
he didn't look good this year. I think a lot of Patriots fans can say that. He didn't look good this year. But all these draft conversations will come later on.
Oh, yeah.
But team picks for 2017.
That's
2018.
This is the final regular season picks. So hopefully you guys enjoyed these. And hopefully I can get these 2 wins over Matt and finish off strong.
Yep. 2018 NFL season is done.
Yeah, pretty much. So enjoy your final week of football. Make sure to watch all those 4 o'clock games because, I mean, if you get the chance to.
They're going to be really good games.
And definitely I'll be watching for sure the Sunday night game. No doubt about that.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
So that's it for you guys. This is the final picks of 2018. We're out.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.